I know it was the April 14th was when the water really started coming up high. The creek was starting to overcome on the land, but it hadn't covered the road yet. As it was happening, we were discussing evacuating. We didn't know how much more water was going to come in. My first thought is, let's try to save the house, you know. I mean, this is our family home, and we've been displaced since April 15th. We had to remove all the furniture. The furniture was ruined, damaged, wet. And you can see how high the water came up here, like up to here. Needless to say, we all got sick walking around in the water because once it started coming in, we were walking around trying to lift stuff up. By the time we evacuated, there's probably about a foot of water outside. Nobody was prepared for this, and hardly anybody has insurance because you can't afford flood insurance.
Many people are not in, even though they're close to a lake or river, they're not in a floodplain because they've never had flooding like this before. So a majority of the people do not have flood insurance, and they're paying out of pocket for a lot of these repairs. Some people have been in their homes for 30 years and have never experienced something like this.
Climate change makes these events much more likely, and especially in areas like the upper Midwest, where we get lots of snowfall in the winter. What we now see is you have a heavy snowpack, but then you have just super warm weather. And so you're melting off all your snowpack. Then you get a ton of rain on top of that, and you made that flooding situation just a lot worse. These significant temperature swings, to me, is a hallmark of some of the climate change impacts that we're experiencing not only this year, but we're going to experience more in the future. In more recent history, we've not had as many flood disasters. And a lot of, especially northern Michigan and other areas in some of the Midwest states, have very low population, and therefore were never a high priority for doing flood mapping. That's why we don't have flood maps in so many of those areas. More folks seem to think that, oh, we don't have flood risk and we can drop our flood insurance policy.
My family built this house in around 58, 59. Yes, it was a family project. The last time this area flooded out was before they started taking records, which was in the mid-1800s. We had to just wash them up and pack them up. Anything we can save. A lot of it is your memory.
What we're doing right now is we're still drying out, vacuuming up all the debris that's still on the floors. But, you know, financially, we're still in that process. We've gotten a little bit of help here and there for some expenses, but it doesn't cover everything. It's just a lot when you already have other situations that you're taking care of on a daily basis. Now you're adding this to it. I want things to be back to normal as soon as possible for Michael and Aunt Linda. We're going to get it done. We're going to get them through this.